In a tense Alabama courtroom, a racist white judge sentences an innocent black teen to detention for a crime he didn't commit. But when the boy pulls out a crumpled photo, revealing the judge as his grandfather, secrets unravel, family ties, hidden pasts, and a corrupt system explode into view. Protests ignite, justice flips, and the fight's just begun. Dive into a gripping tale of truth, betrayal, and a battle that echoes beyond watch now. Jaden Ellis stood under the Montgomery sun, its heat pressing down as he scrubbed a dusty pickup at Ray's car wash, suds dripping onto his worn sneakers, the hose spraying mist across his faded jeans. At 17, he was slight but wiry, his dark skin glistening, his close-cropped hair damp beneath a frayed cap he had found in the break room. His hands moved fast, brush scraping grime, water sloshing. His second shift of the day after bagging groceries at Piggly Wiggly from 6 a.m. to noon, the plastic apron still creased in his locker. 2 jobs since his dad Tyrone died 3 years back. Heart attack at 42, collapsing mid-shift at the auto plant, leaving Jaden and his mom Tanisha to scrape by in their sagging duplex off Oak Street. Rent always late, lights flickering. He had pushed hard, straight A's at Carver High, a scholarship dream to Alabama State. But now, falsely accused of shoplifting, he faced a courtroom fight that could bury it all. 3 weeks earlier, he had walked into Miller's Clothing downtown, $5 crumpled in his pocket for socks, his sneakers threadbare, when Mr. Miller, a wiry white man with a pinched face and thinning hair, eyed him from the counter like a hawk. Jaden browsed, fingers brushing a $20 shirt, red cotton soft, then left, empty-handed, socks unpurchased. He had made it 2 blocks when sirens wailed. Officer Daniels, white, burly, with a buzz cut, slamming him against a cruiser on Dexter Avenue, cuffs snapping tight. "Caught you, thief. Don't move." Jaden's breath hitched, Daniels's knee in his back, asphalt biting his cheek, Miller jogging up, panting. "That's him. Stuffed the shirt, ran." The security cam was blurry, grainy shadows, no clear theft, but Daniel smirked, radio crackling. "Looks guilty to me, book him." Tanisha rushed over, braids swinging, apron still on from her diner shift, voice breaking. "He didn't. Check the tape, please." Daniels waved her off. "Tell it to the judge," hauling Jaden away, her cries echoing down the street. "My boy's good, let him go." At Carver High, Jaden had been a quiet star. Math class with Mr. Evans, 40, black, wiry, who had clapped his shoulder. "You're college-bound, kid, keep it up." His report card glowed. 4 A's, 1 B, pinned to the fridge, Tanisha beaming. Tyrone'd be proud. He had aced a test that week, equations solved in neat rows, Evans nodding. Perfect score, Jaden. Now that dream teetered, arrest night replaying. Daniels's sneer, Miller's lie, cuffs cold. He had told his co-worker Jamal, 19, lanky, with a gap-toothed grin, at the car wash. "Didn't take nothing, Miller's tripping." Jamal nodded, sponge dripping. "Saw you leave empty hands, man." "He's full of it, racist old fool." Now, Jaden stood in the Montgomery County Courthouse, its oak walls stained with age, the air thick with dust and the hum of a packed gallery. Locals in faded shirts and jeans, lawyers in crisp suits, a few reporters scribbling in the back row, pencils scratching paper. His borrowed button-up tugged, too big, Keisha's brother's spare, his jeans frayed at the knees, sneakers scuffed from months of wear. Judge Willard Grayson loomed behind the bench, 63, white, broad with a jowly face, and thinning gray hair swept back. His black robe, a wall of authority. His gray eyes, cold as slate, glinting under the lights. Known for hammering black teens, 6 months for a candy bar, a year for a borrowed bike. His name carried whispers through Montgomery's black neighborhoods. "Racist old man, stay clear, stay." Jaden's public defender Mia Chen, 29, Chinese-American, sharp but swamped with 50 cases, stood beside him, her ponytail swinging as she shuffled a thin stack of notes, her voice tense. "He's a good kid, works 2 jobs. No record." The charge, shoplifting that $20 shirt, pressed like a lie against Jaden's chest, his heart thudding loud in his ears. Mia argued. No clear evidence, Your Honor. Video's grainy, no prints on the shirt. Clerk's story shifts, said red then blue. Grayson's lip curled, his drawl gravelly, slow. Enough to convict. Boy's got a look, shifty, hands in pockets. The gallery murmured. Tanisha, 38, wiry with braids pulled tight, gripped the pew, her breath catching sharp. Her friend, Keisha, 35, round-faced, with a short afro, whispering, "This ain't right, T-Lord, no." Grayson leaned forward, his gavel poised like a hammer. Guilty, 6 months juvenile detention. The crack split the air, gunshot sharp, gasps rippling through the pews. Tanisha crying out, "No, he's innocent, you can't." Mia slamming her notes down. Objection, prejudice, no basis for that ruling. Grayson's glare silenced her, his voice a growl. Order, or your next counselor. Jaden's knees buckled, dreams crumbling, Juvie's shadow swallowing his scholarship, his mom's diner tips. But as bailiffs grabbed him, cuffs cold against his wrists, Daniels's meaty hand on his arm, he stopped short. Wait, I got something. He fumbled, cuffs clinking, chain rattling, digging into his pocket, pulling a crumpled photo, edges worn soft from months in his wallet, his hands shaking as he held it. Look at this. You gotta see it. Daniels hesitated, his grip loosening. Grayson barked, "What's that? Sit him down now." But Jaden thrust it up high, his voice cutting through the din. "It's you. You're my granddad." Silence hit, thick, electric, then chaos. Shouts erupting, a reporter gasping, "What the hell?" Tanisha's eyes widened, her hands flying to her mouth. Keisha clutching her arm, voice trembling, "He's doing it! Oh God, he's doing it!" Grayson snatched the photo from Daniels's hand, his face paling, jowls trembling as he unfolded it. A faded Polaroid, him younger, mid-30s, hair fuller, arm around Loretta Ellis, a black woman smiling wide, a baby, Tanisha, cradled between them. 84 scrawled in shaky ink on the back. His voice rasped, barely audible. "Where'd you get this? Where?" Jaden stood tall despite the cuffs, his chin lifting, eyes locked on Grayson's. "Mom told me, said you left her, denied me my whole life. Look at it. Your eyes, mine, same gray." The gallery buzzed. Phones thrust up filming, lenses glinting. A woman in a floral dress crying out, "Lord, no, say it ain't so." Grayson's hands shook, the photo dropping, fluttering to the bench like a fallen leaf. His breath ragged, a wheeze escaping. "Court's adjourned now." Brr. He bolted, robe flaring, footsteps heavy, uneven, leaving the room reeling, Jaden's stare burning after him. Tanisha sobbing into Keisha's shoulder. "He knows. He can't hide no more." The courthouse hall erupted, reporters swarming like flies, mics thrust at Tanisha as she pushed through the throng, her voice breaking. "Leave me be, my boy's hurting." Keisha shielded her, elbowing a cameraman aside. "Back off, she ain't talking." Jaden sat in a holding cell off the courtroom, concrete cold against his back. Bars casting thin shadows across his face, the photo confiscated by Daniels, stuffed into a plastic evidence bag, but its weight lingered, heavy as stone. Tanisha had told him last year, Loretta's deathbed confession, cancer eating her lungs. Her voice a whisper in their cramped living room, the oxygen tank hissing beside her. "He's your blood, Willard Grayson, my love once. Ran when I got pregnant with your mom, 85. Never told him you existed. Couldn't face his shame." She had pressed the Polaroid into his hand, a shoebox relic from under her bed. Grayson's arm around her at a Montgomery fair. Tanisha, a baby in her lap. His gray eyes staring back, undeniable proof etched in faded ink. Jaden had stared, stunned, the photo trembling. "Why'd you keep it quiet, Mom?" Tanisha's eyes had hardened, her voice low as she sat beside him, hands twisting her apron. "He'd have crushed us, powerful man, white man, left us to rot. built his life on lies. That night, Loretta's story spilled. 84, Montgomery's Edge. A diner waitress at Ruby's meeting, a young lawyer. Willard Grayson, fresh from law school. Charm masking his cowardice. A fling sparked. Passion over late-night coffee. Stolen moments in his Chevy parked behind the diner. Her laughter soft against his whispers. She had told him 3 months in, pregnant. Her voice trembling in the diner's back booth. "It's yours, Willard. I know it." His face had paled, gray eyes wide with panic. "Can't do this. My career. My family'll disown me." He had yelled next day, diner empty, her tears falling. "You're ruining me, Loretta. Keep it quiet." She begged, hands on his arm. "Don't leave. We can make it work." He had vanished, left her a $50 bill and a note on the counter. Sorry, married Evelyn Harper, white and proper, a year later, climbed a judge, buried Loretta in silence. Tanisha grew up fatherless. Loretta scrubbing floors at the hospital, pride her shield. Grayson's shadow a ghost until Jaden's arrest cracked it open. The photo a bomb Tanisha had armed him with. "Use it if you have to. He don't get to win." Jaden had found it months back, after Loretta's funeral. Tanisha crying in their kitchen, the shoebox spilling letters, photos. "Why'd you keep it, Mom? Why him?" She had snapped, voice raw. "'Cause it's truth, Jaden. He don't get to erase us." He had shoved it in his wallet. Anger simmering now. It burned. Outside, Montgomery ignited. Activists rallied by dusk, spilling from Dexter Avenue to the courthouse steps, signs waving in the humid air. "Free Jaden. End racist justice." Some clips hit phones. Judge's grandson sentenced. Protests swelling, horns blaring through sticky streets, chants echoing off old brick walls. "No more, no more." Buh. Tanisha met Mia at Ruby's diner, neon buzzing outside. Coffee bitter on her tongue, her hands trembling as she gripped her mug, chipped from years of use. "He's my son, Grayson's kin. How's he do this to his own blood?" Mia's eyes narrowed, her pen tapping the table, her voice steady. "We've got leverage, photos real, DNA'd prove it if we push. I'll file to reopen, argue misconduct, judge's bias voids this whole farce." Keisha nodded, her voice fierce, slamming her fist. "Whole city's watching, he can't bury it, not now, not with that picture out." Grayson locked himself in chambers, blinds shut tight. Bourbon trembling in his glass as he poured from a half-empty bottle stashed in his desk. The photo haunting, his face, Loretta's smile, Tanisha's baby eyes staring back from 84. A past he had burned to ash. He had left her. 85, her pregnancy a scandal, he had fled, marrying Evelyn Harper, white and proper, daughter of a state senator, building a judicial throne on silence, sentencing black kids like Jaden to bury his guilt, his shame, his secret. Loretta's laugh echoed, soft, accusing, his hand shaking as he poured more, amber spilling onto his blotter, soaking old rulings cases of black teens, 6 months, a year. 2, his legacy, now a noose. His phone buzzed, councilman's voice sharp. "Resign, Willard, press nose, photos viral, you're done." He smashed it, glass shattering on the hardwood, shards glinting, rage and fear coiling tight, his breath ragged. Damn her. Damn them all, should have stayed gone. Next morning, Mia stormed back to court. Emergency motion filed overnight. New evidence, judicial bias, conflict of interest, vacate Jaden's sentence. The gallery swelled, activists cramming pews elbow to elbow, spilling into the hall, chanting outside through cracked windows. "Justice now," Grayson presided, face ashen, robes sagging like a shroud, his hands trembling as he clutched the bench, knuckles white against the wood. "Motion denied. Photos irrelevant to the case," he rasped, his gavel weak, barely tapping, his voice a ghost of its old growl. "Wobbed." Mia pressed, her voice rising, cutting through the hum. "It's your grandson. Your racism's on trial here. Your honor. Decades of harsher sentences for black teens, patterns clear. Stats don't lie. She slid a report, pages of rulings, 80% longer for black defendants, 30 overturned on appeal. Grayson's eyes darting, sweat beading on his jowls, dripping onto his collar. Miller testified, summoned back, voice shaky. Saw him take it, red shirt, think so. Mia grilling. You said blue yesterday, which is it? He stumbled. Red, blurry cam, but him. Daniels followed, swaggering. Caught him running, guilty look, Mia trapping. Tape shows him walking, no shirt, explain. He faltered. Looked guilty, that's enough. The crowd roared, phones filming, lenses shaking. A man in a dashiki shouting, He's a liar, look at him squirm. A woman in a floral dress yelled, Free that boy, he's your kin. Grayson banged, frantic, gavel shaking in his grip. Order, I'll clear this room. Silence. Chaos swelled, activists rushing the bench. A bailiff tackling a man in a cap, shouts piercing, Let him go! Grayson froze. Tanisha stood, voice breaking through. You knew me, knew her. How could you do this to us? Her face, Loretta's echo from 84, diner nights flashing. He rasped, Recess, now. Fleeing to chambers, footsteps heavy, uneven, bourbon bottle rattling as he slammed the door, photo burning in his mind. Montgomery burned. Protest choked streets. Dexter Avenue a river of signs. Jaden's Law now. Grayson out! Hundreds marching, sweat-soaked, voices raw. The photo a wildfire online. Had family frame trending. Loretta's face sparking outrage. He abandoned her, jailed her grandson, monster! The DA reopened. Investigation launched. Grayson's ruling scoured by a task force. 80% harsher for black teens. 30 overturned on appeal. Patterns glaring in cold data. Old files pulled from dusty cabinets, showing dropped probes. 90s. Union pressure bearing whispers of payoffs. Pressure crushed. City Council demanded his robe at an emergency session. Voices shouting over gavel bangs. The governor's call, icy, through a crackling line. Step down or we'll force it. Willard. States watching. Activists like Malik Jones, 25, dreads swinging. Megaphone blaring outside Juvie's barbed fence. Grayson's done. System's rotten. Jaden's just the start, y'all. Jaden sat in Juvie, cell gray. Bars cold. His bunk, hard against his back. Thin mattress creaking as he shifted. A kid next door, Dion, 16, whispering through the wall. You famous now, photo guy, gonna get out? Days blurred. 5, 6, guards grumbling. Your Gramps screwed you, huh? Their keys jangling, trays sliding, grits cold. Bread stale, hope flickering, as Malik's voice echoed through barred windows, amplified. We're with you, fam. Hold tight. Jaden talked to Dion, voice low. Didn't steal. Miller lied. Pinned me. Dion nodded, eyes dark. Same here. Cops got me for a bike. Judge didn't care. 2 months now. Jaden's fists clenched, others trapped, system grinding. Malik's chants fueling him. We ain't stopping. He vowed to Dion. We're getting out, fighting this, you and me. Tanisha rallied, Keisha beside her. Meeting Malik at Mount Zion Church's basement. Folding signs on a wobbly table. Air thick with sweat and resolve. He's innocent. Always was, my baby. Malik's eyes burned, voice a growl. We're tearing it down. Grayson's the crack. System's the wall. Keisha taped a sign. Free Jaden. Hand steady. Folks mad. Won't quit till he's out. Tanisha nodded, tears brimming. He's fighting. Photos his sword. Malik led a rally next day. Dexter Avenue packed. Cops pushing back, batons raised. Malik shouting, Jaden's us. We're him. Tear it down. Arrests sparking. A dozen hauled off. Chants louder. Grayson holed up, home dark on a quiet street. Blinds drawn tight, bourbon gone, empty bottle rolling under his couch. TV blaring news on mute. Judges past unraveled, racist legacy. He saw Loretta, 84, diner counter, laugh soft over coffee. Then Tanisha, baby in arms. His flight a coward's mark, leaving her crying on a porch steps from the tracks. The photo, leaked, viral. Shattered his wall, hands shaking as he packed a suitcase. Flee or face it? Memories clawing, Loretta begging, stay Willard, 85, her belly swelling, his yell, "You're ruining me." His wife Evelyn left. Note cold on the kitchen counter. "You lied. Done with you." Phone buzzed. Chief Justice. Voice stern. "Resign or impeachment's next, Willard. Council's voting tomorrow." Court reconvened. Grayson recused under fire. Chair empty. Judge Clara Evans, 50. Black. Hair graying in tight curls, taking over. Robe a steady weight. Brown eyes, calm but piercing. Gallery swelled. Activists cramming pews, spilling into the hall. Tanisha front row, breath held. Keisha's hand on hers. Malik pacing outside. Megaphone down but fists clenched. Mia stood, voice sharp. Motion to vacate, bias proven, evidence weak, photos fact, stats scream prejudice. Clara reviewed, photo in hand, stats spread, tape rewatched, voice firm. Conviction vacated, insufficient evidence, judicial misconduct clear. Release ordered, immediate. Gavel hit, solid, final. Gallery erupting. Cheers piercing. Tanisha sobbing. "Thank you!" Jaden freed, cuffs off in a back room. Daniel's muttering, "Lucky kid." As he unlocked, Tanisha rushing, hugging him tight, tears soaking his shirt. "You're home, baby, home." Grayson resigned, press conference occurred outside City Hall, dusk falling. Retiring, health reasons, jowls trembling, eyes dodging cameras, protesters chanting, "Liar, coward," as he slipped into a black sedan, vanishing north on I-65, whispers trailing, old cases, buried deals, suitcase of secrets. Jaden walked free, streets alive, activists cheering, horns blaring. Malik thrusting a megaphone into his hands. "Speak, man, your turn!" But Jaden took it, voice steady, raw. "I'm not done. System's still broken. Kids like me, like Dion, still locked up for nothing. I'm fighting, for them, for us, till it's right." Tanisha watched, pride and fear mixing, hands clasped, Malik nodding, voice low. "We're with you, whole way." Montgomery shifted, reform stirred, council meetings packed, citizens shouting, corruption lingering like smoke in humid air. Jaden stood at a rally, mic crackling, Dexter Avenue glowing under streetlights, eyes burning. "This ain't the end, just the start. More's coming, we're rising." Grayson's shadow faded. Where to? Fled to obscurity or plotting quiet? City's pulse quickened, Jaden's fight open, road stretching wide. Tanisha's hand on his shoulder, whisper soft, "Keep going for your dad." A new case loomed, another teen, another lie. Jaden's voice a spark. Montgomery, teetering justice tilting, not settled. Thank you all for watching this video. Please comment and let me know what you think about this story. Please like and subscribe to watch more great content on my channel.